All right, guys, how's it going? Now, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know I should be live on here tonight at 7 o'clock UK time. There won't be a live stream in the afternoon on a Monday because I jump on the Xbox with my boy. He lives in America. So Monday afternoon, we jump on the Xbox. We do stream on the Duncan Oldham channel if you want to come along and join in the chat. The link is in the video description to that channel. It pops up as well on the end of my videos. So I should be live tonight. If you jump on there, you know, if I finish before 7 UK, then I'll be live. All right, that's how you can work out if I'm going to be around on a Monday. So I've got to tell you that. I'm going to do a morning briefing on there next, on that channel as well. And I've just finished updating Golazo España. 3 videos have gone on there today. These are my notes from for that channel this morning. Look at all that. Oh, hey, took me hours this morning, hours and hours and hours. Liverpool mentioned a couple of times, but I'm going to go over the Liverpool stuff on this channel, obviously. But if you're liking the Golazo España channel, I'm getting right stuck into that at the minute. But I've also got a channel called Met United TV about Man United as well. It's kind of like taking piss and all that, like, you know what I mean? But I ain't updated that for a while. But if you're one of my peoples that follow that and support that channel, I'll be updating that very soon. I'm just trying to work out how to do it. I'm a bit lost on how to do the content for that. I've only just worked out how to do the format for Golazo España. Anyway, in this video, we're talking about this this lad, Canat. That's what I was going to say. This Canat. Liverpool get tough. It's in AS. You don't pronounce it AS. Imagine pronouncing it sounds a bit like really. But I like to call it AS. So it's a Madrid-based publication. So you're going to get propaganda, you're going to get bias and stuff like that. It's still good, and it's an interesting one. I've read all 4 Spanish football dailies for you today. Nothing really about Luis Diaz, but there's a bit about Rashford. They seem to be looking at him now because Liverpool are refusing to move on an 80 million valuation for Barcelona, right? And I like it. I like how Liverpool are carrying on at the minute. Honestly, I do. In fact, here it says, Canate, Liverpool get tough, right? And it says here, he won't leave this summer for less than 50 million euros. Liverpool, it says, they're willing to play hardball and risk renewing him during the season as they did with Van Dijk and Salah. Madrid are considering an offer of 20 to 25 million euros. But basically, Liverpool's saying, if you haven't got time to watch this video, right? Basically, Liverpool's saying, if you want the Canate now, it's 50 million euros. Real Madrid is saying, fuck off, we're calling all the shots. He's out of contract soon. Don't tell us what to do. 25 million, you can have him, or you're going to lose him for fuck all next year. And Liverpool's response is, well, that's fine. You can have him next year for fuck all then, when we're finished with him, because he ain't leaving for 50 million euros or less, right? He ain't leaving unless you pay 50 million euros, is what I mean, right? So, Liverpool willing to play hardball. Anyone who wants him this summer, 50 million. There's your opening status, right? That's the stance, clear and direct from my club. I like it, me guys. Liverpool are aware of Konate's situation, 26 years of age, but they won't give him away. Even at the risk of losing him for free next year, they're ready to tighten the rope. You tighten your rope, or if you don't sign that fucking contract, you cunt. Sorry, I don't know. It's like I'm just annoyed at the minute. Him and Diaz are getting right on my tits. I'll be honest with you guys, they are. Everything else, you know what I mean, other than obvious things that have happened recently, everything else around the club is like, we want to go into a season with everyone like on the same page. And this is a distraction. And I don't want to go through it again this year after what went through last year with them motherfuckers, especially Traitor Trent. Traitor. Right, so even at the risk of losing him for free in 2026, they're ready to tighten the rope to let him enter his final contract year and try to convince him to stay during the season. It's a method that worked with Van Dijk and Salah, not with Trent. Risky, this journey's risky, right? They know that, but they won't sell cheap out of fear. Not at all. That's the price. 50 million euros. From there, the market's open. In other words, yeah, we'll answer the phone when you offer us 50 million. That applies to anyone. Real Madrid aren't planning to go that high, not even close. They believe they hold all the cards. Why spend that kind of money now when they can get him for free next year? Their offer is very different. 20 to 25 million to sign him this summer, or nothing until next year. Then it says in bold, right? Bold means serious business, right? Serious biz. Refusals. He said no to a new contract twice already. Take it or leave it, Liverpool, that's the current standoff. with numbers far apart, which makes it look like the signing will happen in 2026 as was originally expected. Canate is on the scene now because of pressure tactics to make Anfield fear losing him without pocketing a penny. So I want you to think about that, what that journalist is saying. This is what the Madrid press are like, right? You know, destabilising, getting in players' heads, disrupting, right? So think about it. Canate is on the scene now, like this, being focused now, however, because of pressure tactics from Real Madrid, which means from Real Madrid, to make Anfield fear losing him without pocketing a penny. In other words, are we going to see heightened coverage of him from the Madrid-based newspapers, constantly saying, well, Real Madrid going to get him for free? Even if it's a duplication of news. Think about this, how often we went through this with Trent and stuff like that. Constant, wasn't it? And every day an article about Trent, about him. Diaz, not Diaz because he's not for free, but what I mean is like constant pressure. And it's actually, if you think about it here, if this journalist is in the loop with Real Madrid, I don't know if this journalist is, right? It's there. There's the pressure tactics to make Anfield fear losing him without pocketing. Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to say it. Liverpool remain firm. They're prepared to push this to the limit. Repeat the Salah formula. He entered the final year of his contract this season. Looked to be out the door by November, yet renewed in April. People can be persuaded. That happened with Van Dijk this season. Not with Trent, of course. Two very difficult outcomes. Heaven or hell. That's the gamble. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Heaven or hell. There'll be fucking hell on. And Liverpool are willing to take it, even if the signs are gloomy. Canate's already turned down a renewal twice. Not only that, he's openly told the club that he's willing to leave this summer, but only for Real Madrid. He's verbalised those two words, no sugarcoating. Canate doesn't want to leave just for the sake of it. If he leaves, it's to head to the Santiago Bernabeu. Fuck it up. Is it making you angry, this? It's making me angry. He's thinking in white, and Madrid know it. As previously reported, he's told Liverpool he's not even considering a renewal. Plain and simple. The ball is in Anfield's court. Accept Madrid's 20 to 25 million offer now, or gamble on convincing him later when all signs point to this being a lost cause. Fuck off. Serious business, bold. His will. He's letting it be known that he'd leave now if it's to Madrid. That's the mood in Beatles country, 8 days a week. But Liverpool have their reasons for being tough. They're short on centre-backs. They've got Van Dijk, Canate, Gomez. Only 3 central defenders. Kwanzaa has gone to Bayern Leverkusen. If Canate leaves this summer, they're down to 2. And Gomez was injured for 137 days this season. They might lose Canate for free, but they've got arguments for holding out. As for Madrid, the issue with signing him this summer is the logjam it would create. They've got 6 centre-backs, Huijsen, Rudiger, Militao, Asensio, Alaba and Canate. I must mention here, Asensio is absolutely, they're going for him at the minute, Madrid. And I mentioned this in my Real Madrid video today, all right? So there's a Real Madrid video on Golazo España. On Golazo España, I do like a roundup of the Real Madrid news, and then a roundup of the Barcelona news, and then a general roundup of all clubs on the front pages. And in my updates over there today, you see this here behind me. See if I can just move this down a bit. I'm not very good left-handed. The problems of Asensio, basically. They're absolutely slaughtering this lad at the minute. And if I'm right, I've got a terrible memory. But I think, fuck me, I can't control anything. Oh my, just a minute. From memory, he broke through last year to Real Madrid. A very, very highly rated, talented centre-back. I think he's 22. And all last season, they were banging on about him, like he's the best thing since sliced bread. He's going to partner Huijsen for years and all that. He's had a poor Club World Cup, and now they're after him. That's the Madrid media for you. I mentioned that to you because of Trent's situation, because before Trent went out there, we were all like, why would you want to do it, Trent? They're going to fucking slaughter you. Once that, and I mean, they might be all right with him at the moment with the, what do you call it, Club World Cup and that, but wait till he starts playing La Liga. I can't wait to see him fucking Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Anyway, they're slagging Asensio off, they're sticking the knife in. So they've got Huijsen, Rudiger, Militao, Asensio, Alaba and Canate. They'd have 6 centre-backs, and then they mentioned Canate at the end, had the, if they signed him. It fits to 2026 because that's when Rudiger and Alaba's contracts expire. But for 20 to 25 million euros, they'd consider signing him now. Carpe diem, but not a cent more. And that complicates any short-term move since Liverpool are asking for 50 million euros. That's the current game board. Liverpool are digging in. Liverpool are like, you fuck right off, Perez. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's it. Right? That's all I've got to tell you to do with Canate today. That's your latest news, or the latest that's coming from Madrid at the moment. We don't listen to what they say, right? I think some people are misguided on my channel because they're obviously newcomers. I don't take what these fuckers say as gospel, right? But if you only rely on the British side of things, on the Liverpool side of things, from the Liverpool clique of journalists, even Joyce and Ornstein as well, although Ornstein isn't exclusively Liverpool, if you only listen to that side, you're not considering everything. And it's important to see what these friends of ours have got to say as well. Now, during the Trent situation all last year, so many of these new people come to my channel, it's just propaganda, what you believe in that for? It's just lies, lies, lies. Where did he end up? Trent ended up at Real Madrid, all right? So you need to take on board everything, all right, both sides, and then try and work it all out together, as we do collectively on here, to try and work out what the fuck's going on, you know what I mean? But right now, the pressure's being put on Liverpool via the Madrid media. In other words, like trying to scare Liverpool, but that's not going to work with Edwards. Is he fuck? Is he? Anyway, I'll leave it with you. All right, I'm off. So yeah, should be live on here tonight at 7. If I'm not, go to my other channel, youtube.com/Duncan Oldham, and see if I'm still on there. All right, I'm going to be on there all afternoon. All right, guys. Hey, listen, thanks for watching. Thumbs up my video if you liked it. Drop me a comment if you want to. If you're one of them like newcomers and you put little smart little comments, or Real Madrid fans, all that happens is you get blocked. You can still see your comment, but I can't see it. Nobody else can see it. It's just talking to your fucking self. So don't waste your time unless you've got something sensible to say. And that doesn't mean just to me. That means to other people in the comment section. You abuse other people, you'll be fucking out of here too. All right? So thumbs up, comment. If you want to get me a coffee, I go to the cafe every morning. You can support me by hitting the super thanks button underneath my videos. I'm not grifting. This is my job. This is what I've done for almost 3 decades, right? So if you want to support the channel, it's optional. It's there. There's a love art. And when you do that, I give a shout out to you the next day in my morning briefing, which I'm going to go and do now and tell everybody who fucking supported me over the week. Got a few beers bought for me at weekend. I've got the best viewers in the world. I really have. I'm in a cracking mood, guys. All right. I'll see you in a bit.